Reincarnation says that our soul will be reborn in a new body after death. According to Catholic tradition, reincarnation does not exist. The soul can only go to heaven or hell. Where the soul will go depends on whether the person has done good or bad things. Also, there is a place called purgatory where souls stay for some time because they are not good enough for God, but at the same time, they are not dirty enough for the devil. For example, an X-ray of the soul at the entrance to heaven may show that you were a good person, but you still cursed a little too much and skipped a few masses on Sundays. At the entrance to hell, they will inform you that they are very proud of the large number of people you have hurt, but still, it is visible that you loved your mother, and that's kinda weak, so you better wait in purgatory. Such souls are lightly cooked on a small fire until they are sufficiently purified and deserve to enter heaven. If they fail to purify themselves, hell will be more than glad to receive them. The question is, how much of this is true? To understand the heavens, let us first look at our bodies. For better understanding, we will use the energetic frequency chart. The chart shows the numerical value for each vibration. The soul's vibration is constantly changing because we experience different situations throughout life. The average vibration of the soul is determined by the emotions that a person most often experiences. As above, so below. The above refers to the heavens, and the below refers to our body. Just as our body is capable of hosting souls of different vibrations, so is the sky. From now on, instead of dying, we will use a new term, crossing over. The term crossing over is neutral and aims to change your view and feelings about death. When you cross the road, you still exist. You are just on the other side. So one day when you cross over, your soul will go to the sky. Every soul goes to that part of the sky corresponding to its vibration. The common name for the whole sky is the astral plane. The lower parts of the astral plane Catholic tradition calls hell, and the higher parts of the astral plane call heaven. For example, a very insecure and molested person who has developed a feeling of lack of self-worth after crossing over will inhabit the lower parts of the astral, or according to Catholic doctrine, hell. The Catholic promise of unreserved acceptance of the oppressed and tormented into heaven is well known, but the law of vibration does not agree with this. Therefore, this soul shall settle in the lower parts of the astral, not because it is punished to be there, but because the soul has chosen the environment it understands. The next question, is soul going to stay in low astral forever? The answer is no. In time, the astral body will dissolve when it becomes vibrationally equal to the astral level in which it is located. The soul will then be able to reincarnate into a new body again. The soul always gets what it needs, not what it wants. Is it fair that insecure and hurt soul who has not harmed anyone spends time in hell together with cold-blooded murderers? This, however, is not a question of whether something is fair or not. Vibration has no friends or enemies. Your environment will always remind you of your choices. It can even be stated that killers without empathy are vibrationally closer to enlightenment than people who experience a deep sense of shame. The secret of enlightenment is that someone who experiences shame needs those people who caused him to feel like that. You might ask, why? Because only with resistance we can train strength. Throughout many lifetimes, someone can repeatedly find themselves in various situations that may push him into a state of shame. This will happen as many times as needed until the person once feels the urge to take control of his life. From that day on, the person will replace his old dominant emotion of shame with courage. One day after this person crosses over, the brave soul will no longer choose to spend its time between incarnations in the lower parts of the astral, referred to as hell in the Catholic Church. From now on, this soul shall spend time in the finer parts of the astral. In the next incarnation, the primary mission of the soul will no longer be overcoming shame, but for example, experiencing love. Reincarnation cycles will be repeated until a person attains enlightenment and cleanses all karma. We can conclude that Catholic doctrine has its own vocabulary for certain parts of reality. So when the Church talks about heaven and hell, it actually describes different levels of the astral realm. The problem with Catholic teaching is that it denies the evolution of the soul. According to Catholicism, the soul will be in heaven or hell forever. However, nothing in creation is resting. Everything is subject to the law of rhythm, vibration, and evolution. Even Jesus himself was proof of this when he came down from blissful levels to deal with ordinary people. The Church wants you to perceive this life as the one and only opportunity for salvation. Moreover, you can only ask for salvation services in the Catholic Church. Reincarnation is illegal in the Catholic religion because it would mean you have more than one life to become a better person. And more importantly, you would not go to hell if you were a bad person. The Church cannot afford that because it would lose its job of selling the service of salvation. Ask yourself, in what vibration do teachings like guilt, shame, fear, and punishments keep you because you did something the Catholic Church calls sin? Unfortunately, Catholic doctrine has damaged its followers psychologically and emotionally. It is a divine time to start unlearning.